what is up, guys? I am back, and this is a different type of video. It's another personal story, and you guys said you enjoy these. And this one is going to be different from my last ones, or I'm not telling you really a big story about myself. I'm going to tell you guys about an experience I just had today. And this is kind of something to kind of open my eyes a little bit more. Now, obviously, a lot of you know my story and how I moved to the United States as an immigrant, and kind of superheroes were like one of the big saving graces for me, really, to kind of grow up and really become who I am. You know, learning lessons in life and kind of having superheroes always there. So, and a couple weeks ago, my friend Jay, who owns Vermont Comic Con, and I've become really good friends with him and hanging out with him and stuff, he got us tickets to a Kevin Smith show and like a Q&A, and it was really awesome, man. Like, he calls me up and he goes, "Listen, Vermont Make-A-Wish," and instantly, the moment he said, I was like, I'm in. Doesn't matter what it is. I will do it for kids. And he's like, all right, well, in a couple of weeks, we're going to need you. There's a really sick little boy, like 5 years old, and he needs a Make-A-Wish. And like his wish is to go to New York City and see where the superheroes live, because he likes to play the Marvel Lego games, and that's in New York. But he lives here in our city, so Vermont Make-A-Wish is going to fly him out to New York City so he can take a chopper ride and look at it. But since it is superheroes, they contacted me, and they know you cosplay, and they know you love comic books, and some of the guys that have seen you, they know, like in the region, they all know who you are, and they know you're loved, they know you cosplay Captain America. Could you please come? And I'm like, of course it doesn't matter what the hell, this is for a sick child, you know? So, like, you know, I was getting ready in the class, and I'm like, okay, this is going to be awesome. So I woke up this morning, 6:30, and like, I was so excited. So I get there, and there's 5 other cosplayers. My friend Austin was Captain America, or no, I was Captain America. He was Spider-Man. We had a Captain Marvel. Unfortunately, my wife couldn't join us because she couldn't get the time off on short notice. She will next time, you know, we do something like this. But my friend Jesse, who was Star-Lord, was there, and like, it was just such a good vibe. There was an Iron Man, a Batman there, and it was just such a cool vibe. And like, they had orchestrated this whole thing. Like, the news media is going to be here, and Batman's going to like introduce him. He's going to drive up in a car, and then Iron Man's going to drive by, and this kid's, you know, going to be excited. And then you guys are going to be standing upstairs in the office, and when he comes in, you guys are going to greet him. So we hear them, and we're like, okay, we got to get ready. So we're standing there, and this little 5-year-old kid just comes like out of the elevator, all excited after just seeing Batman and Iron Man in their costumes, and he looks up and he just goes, and because Captain America is standing right there, and I'm like, come on, you know, like, so I kneel down, I hug him, I'm like, hey, you want to take the shield? And like, this kid just, his face, like, you know, like this was his wish. And like, I'm fucking there, and like, this sick little boy is just fucking like looking at you, and you know, what do you do? Like, you know, you have to put on a face, you're a goddamn hero, right? Like, all of us are just like, this kid is like, he can't speak, like, he literally could not speak how excited he was, and we're just all there, and I'm like, you know, come on, you know, let's go. And he sees Spider-Man, and my friend Austin, like, gets down, he, like, crouches and hugs him, too, and, like, it was such an overwhelming experience, and, like, his parents and his grandmother and his sister were there, and, like, you know, just, like, opens your eyes. Like, this, for a 5-year-old, you know, when you're 5, it might be hard to imagine this, but, like, there's none of that disconnect. Like, you don't understand that this is fiction, this is reality. Like, to you as a kid, like, it's real. And I don't know if you guys can remember to that, but, like, when you're a child, everything is so just there. And, like, it's such a special moment. Like, we got to hear his story, and the kid, like, he suffers from, I don't even want to talk about that. It doesn't matter. But it's all about the kid, you know, just hearing the story and the mom interviewing, like, how happy he was, and how happy he was to shake our hands, take pictures with us and everything. And then the police show up, and they're like, hey, we got another surprise for you. And so you are going to New York City. We're going to fly you out, obviously. You're going to see everything. But we got you a limo, and all your superhero friends are going to go with you into the limo. And they're gonna see you off at the airport, and like, so we all get into the limo, and he's right there in the middle of us, and like, the kid could not say any single words. Like, that's how, like, just mind-blowing this experience is for him. And like, we're just kind of there, like, you know, we're giving him high fives, we're talking about comics. His parents were knowledgeable about comics. They knew the whole Fox deal and everything. Me and the dad were talking about Secret Wars. Like, it was such a good time, and like, it's kind of just like puts everything into perspective. Now, I know a lot of people watching this video, you might not like me. That's alright. You don't like my opinion, that's cool. But, like, I love comics. And, like, they enable us to be more than we can be. Like, Captain America to me will for always and forever be America. That's what I saw America as. It was my salvation, my freedom, and like the ability to share that. And like this little boy, 10 years from now, 20 years from now, God bless him, he's gonna think back to this and like that was it. You know, he got to live out what he always wanted, hang out with a bunch of superheroes and just be friends with them and, you know, have a good time and just, you know, it's, what more is there to say about it? And then, you know, we saw him off and at the airport and everybody was so excited to, you know, just talk to us. And then my friends and I were all just there, like, hey, the hospital's right there. I want to just go visit the hospital. There's sick kids right there. And like, so we did. We just went to the hospital and like, going in there and just everybody seeing us, and then they're like, oh, there's a lot of kids. So we're walking down, and they're like in the kids' ward, and they're like, okay, some of these people you can't really, you know, go into because they're terminally ill. And like, we stopped by one girl's room, and it's like she has like tubes coming out of her chest, and she identified with Iron Man because he has a fucking thing in his chest. And then, like, we go a couple more rooms down, and, like, there's a kid who has, like, a muscle disease. Like, he's kind of weak. And he saw Captain America. And he knows who Captain America is. And I was like, and I'm like, yeah, man, you see what they're putting in you. That's like super soldier serum. It's going to make you feel better. And his face just fucking lit up. And every single room was the same thing. And it just opens your eyes. You might not like me, like I said. You might even hate me. At least respect other people. And let people that love comics just share their love. And if you cosplay or something, do what I did. Just contact some people. Go to your local hospital. See what it takes. Just 2 minutes per child's room was the most happiest some of these children have been. Some in a year. All they see is those walls. There was literally rooms decorated like it's their bedroom. They literally live in a hospital. That just makes me depressed. And I'm sorry I got tears in this video. It's just, you don't, it's hard to convey my love for comics and what it felt like to share that with someone who needs it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video.